Yeah, let me go ahead and just say what everyone already is thinking. Everyone hates Tinker. This is a terrible pick from Fnatic. Still, I can't say I like it because, you know, screw Tinker. It's a terrible hero. Should be deleted immediately.
Out of principle, you don't like it. Well, that is going to be Fnatic's draft, but we also...
Certainly don't. Yeah, perhaps he's going to move in. DJ again going to be targeted, and he's probably going to go down as that static link is going to go all the way. He'll try to fairy fire up, but it is not going to be enough. S1. Without the overwhelming odds, though, you can't really hope to snipe him. And they'll even go for the link out to try and kill him off as mid one going to chase DJ, but he's gone too far. He has gone too far.
Managing to hold back there. I mean, it's a Bane. You don't really worry about losing him, but you're denying some EXP for the snowball effect on to that Beastmaster. I think that's the important thing. DJ does manage to catch Moon out here.
Very nice rotation out from DJ. Moon trying to still go for the water rune and does pick it up, but it's not going to matter. Hoodwink, one of those great... They do at least force out another salve usage here from Roger. His top lane, Raven, he's been jumped. He'll throw the boat out, but Moon's made a very nice rotation himself. Still Nightmare going to buy a bit more time, but Raven is going to go down to the stroke of fate as now they can chase for more. Onto Armel, they go in a grading, swallow out Arfu, catching out both heroes. And that'll mean Januel to drop as Armel is going to keep trying to chase down Arfu, but he has to be a little bit wary.
You buy that smoke, you clear a triple stack Ancient, you suddenly hit this massive spike. All this aggression bot is going to cost him.
Yeah, I mean, press the attack going to help a little bit, but that link is just such a long and lengthy link that he had. But mid one now, he's falling low himself as Jabs is going to turn back around in the Acorn shot. It's going to land, giving the vision over for the Rocket, and Armel ends up making a very, very fruitful rotation here down at the bot lane.
Storm up and running. Issue is, again, it's down to Storm's item timings. He's still only going for power threads. They are going to make a move on Armel, though.
Yeah, that's the big target you want to get right now. On that Tinker, and with that Inkswell, you might have just enough, but Januel, Nightmare Dodge is going to be there. Armel, he's still alive, and now the laser comes out. Moon's been baited in. We talked about this, John. There's Arfu going as well, and Roger, all he can do is try to run. Luckily, he...
They don't have the levels to get all the control they need. Like, we're still ways off from 6 on Tide. They will jump again onto DJ.
They'll try, but the Bushwhack's going to slow him down. Still Moon, a little bit of hesitation, but realizes DJ is alone eventually and does secure the kill. Meanwhile, to the north, Januel also dying to Raging Potato, who does already have the Helm of the Dominator up, and does also commit that roar to secure the kill.
Raven is having to share with Raging, so you're cutting off the Kunkka quite well, and the bot lane isn't cleared out for Fnatic to play in. They are going to maybe look to force a fight here, though.
Raven very aggressively moving in, but SMG, they want to take the fight. I mean, Roger's got Ravage, so he just pops immediately in Armel. He's been stunned up. Raven is still trying to get out, but there is no way. Soulbind there on Januel. They'll just keep following up as they just stuck around here on Fnatic, and they'll pay even higher prices as Roger does go down, but now Moon, realizing it is safe, does go into Armel and gets another kill for himself as DJ can't really help out. All he can do is try to escape now, and he might just make it, but Moon wants to keep chasing the stun. It's not going to land, but they have another silence with the vision out from Raging Potato's creep. But it won't be enough. They are not going to be able to get in range for that Fiend's Grip. Very unfortunate here for Fnatic, though they are still smoked and still chasing. DJ might be able to find a Bushwhack to set up, or even a duel out from Jabs. Instead, though, they'll try him to Raging as he does get caught out now. He has help around, but the damage output is way too high once you do have that initial duel going. Risky style he does enjoy playing now with that double life. Immediate smoke up. We'll see where SMG does go and who they can find. Got that nice vision with the Hawks out, so they'll scout out. Unfortunately for Fnatic, though, it does seem like, or rather, unfortunately for SMG, they're going to run into Januel, so it's not really the target you would have liked to get with this 4-man smoke, but it's something. And SMG, they'll be forced to take it.
Farm together, and just kind of, again, slow down the pace that Raven's trying to build up here. They are going to go for their own smoke on Fnatic, though.
Be a big kill if Armel gets caught out.
God.
The roar is there, but he has that massive status resist to a massive Ravage. Roger, he got 4 heroes with that, and Armel is just going to drop with a double Vortex out. They're going to take another 2. Oh, just a perfect initiation from SMG.
Level 18 for his strongest spikes, and he's still level 12. That's still a long way off in this game, and it's a lot of EXP he's got to have to soak for himself here.
Moon gonna find Genuel again, feeling very confident with that Aegis up. Still, they are gonna Nightmare and try to buy some more time as Genuel has bought a fair amount of time, but not quite enough to survive as Moon. He saw Armel and he saw Red. He really wants that Tinker, and he's gonna be able to get him. Understanding how powerful they are, SMG are going right into that tier 3 tower. Maybe the unfortunate victim as they should spot him out now. But no, they don't see him yet, but there's your Hawk out. Now they've got the vision. DJ, he'll be zipped on. Moon has 5 more seconds. Enough time to secure 1 more kill. And now with the Aegis expiring, they get that reset on the Storm, so they might just keep going. Jewel is there from Jabs, but I don't think it's going to be great as the boat does fly in. No Ravage is there yet. They've silenced up Roger, so he could not help. A massive kill onto mid one as Roger is somehow still alive as the sharpshooter misses a Moon. He'll jump back in onto Raven, trying for that pos 1 trade, but Raven's still alive with the press the attack, and now the Fiends rip Fnatic. They'll lock down the Storm Spirit, and it looks like they've got him. But Moon, he's going to keep going.
Oh my God.
It's just not going to be enough. Fnatic managed to hold high ground. You either get picked off or you don't. He stuck around very confidently by himself, and Fnatic, they capitalize on it. Bot lane though. Oh, they've caught Armel. They know Armel's alone thanks to that smoke rotation, so they will punish Fnatic for that kill onto their Razor. Roger, even feeling a bit tippy today, does give one
As well, they're going to be able to take some farm away. Not many stacks built up. Fnatic hasn't had the time, but they're clumping up, jumping forward.
Yeah, Moon is not done yet. He's got that Orchid available now, so they'll make the jump in with the Inkspot to follow up. Nightmare is not going to save this time, and Genuel sticking around may have to pay with his own life as he does go down. Moon on another double kill. Take the outpost back, but no, zip in is there. Moon, who are he aiming? It's going to go after Genuel on that Bane, but the Bushwhack is there to try and save. He'll get out there eventually as now the Ravage comes through. It only connects onto Raven, but that's a massive pick off for SMG. They'll force the buyback.
Now you've got a nice free Ag Shard as well coming out from mid one. And the refresh is up for our Razor as well. So you've got the double static link on the high ground. No Eye of the Storm yet. Not too long for cooldown. They find more here on SMG.
Yeah, I mean, Moon's just feeling himself right now. He knows he can basically kill any support on the map at the moment, so he'll just keep going for more kills. 11, 3, and 7 is the score for Moon here on this Storm Spirit, and I've got to say, John, after that initial death in the mid lane on that Tinker, he's been doing a fantastic job though. Speaking of that mid lane, Raging Potato is going to be caught out. The Beastmaster and will go down. Nice duel there from Jabs. So SMG grouping up again, wanting to try and force the fight, even without that Ravage up. Roger, he'll move in with the Ink Swarm, do it the old Bash away, but a nice Nightmare dodge will allow Raven to get the BKB off and go back for the X-Torrent onto Roger. But Moon, he is not afraid. Even without any mana, he still goes in onto Genuel and will find another kill for the side of SMG. Still a 4-man smoke now from the side of Fnatic as they are going to try and rotate around their own triangle. SMG grouped up as 4. Roger is going to join very soon. Fnatic, though, still from the backside, trying to find a nice way in. They might find Raging first, and that's a great target to get as the duel is going to be there. Into the Sharpshooter. They should be able to blow him up at mid one. He takes the Sharpshooter. It won't matter, though. They get the Beastmaster, but now the Ravage comes in. Roger again helping out his team, and Raven, all he can do is BKB and TP away. It's a 2-for-1 trade thus far. It might even be a third now as DJ has been chased down by Moon. And he'll try to get away through the tree line, but it is not going to work out.
So they might be wanting to use that Tinker as bait later on.
Raging Potato would be a very nice score to start with. Jabs, they're finally going to go for an aggressive move on Fnatic, and they do get something. Still, Soulbind is there to lock them down. They want to force a fight again. SMG not scared at all. Now the Ravage comes through. Roger, he found 2 targets in mid one. He is just melting them completely. Raven is forced to BKB TP again, but the rest of his team, in fact, they get away. The TPs are enough. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Mind you, mid one does now have an Aghanim Scepter with the Refresher Orb, but the Refresher Orb is on cooldown right now, so it doesn't count as much as Raven. Gonna break the Linkens of mid one, but that may cost him as they roar him up through the BKB. So the duel is there from the LC, but the Static Link is still going. They're just trying to deal with mid one, and they've got the Razor. Perhaps they do. Moon now, do you want to keep fighting? I don't think they do. SMG forced to back off, and very bad news here for SMG.
Armel and Raven aren't too far behind mid one. The big gap is from Jabs being behind Afu and Raging. So 12k, 14k net worth lead really only on your Beastmaster and on your Brimstroke. Like your actual cores don't have that big of a lead. They are in position to contest, but it's going really fast.
They've got that dive bomb, and they're going to jump in again. Jewel is there onto Raging Potato. Still Moon trying to fight back with the Vortex out, but he's got nobody so far. Inkswell does kill off DJ. Moon, though, is dropping low on mana, but the Roshan is down. They've got the Aegis Moon. He takes it all away as Roger times the Ravage absolutely perfectly. Fnatic, they have lost the Roshan. They might find the Aegis, but can they really get him a second time? Raven's going to try and time the torrent, but it's not good enough. Moon jukes it out and even plays around with them. Can he get away, though? He's running low on mana, but he might be just fine with the TP and the zip away. He is going to make it out as now mid one. He'll go back in onto Jabs, does get the Legion Commander, and now wants Januel on the Bane. They'll get another target, it seems, as Januel tries to buy a little bit of time.
Dueling up mid one. And the Storm is hard to patch out. Onto the high ground, though.
Yeah, they got the duel off mid one. He does have the BKB in time. However, with the double roar around, they should have Jabs. He's dropping low and does eventually go down. And now the refresh mid one. It's so much damage from this Razor. You can't stand next to him. Look at Raven just melt. He does get away with the invis though as DJ now. They try to turn it with the bushwhack, but it's not enough yet. SMG is still going. They finally get mid one down. They've lost so much, and now the AoE Vortex Moon keeps going into the Ravage. Roger is there in time again. They'll find another kill onto Jabs, and that was a dieback. Oh, SMG just so aggressive, but they kind of forgot about Armel, who's going to jump back in, but has no way to cancel the TP of Raging. So they find our food, but that'll be about it. The zip, not going to ever fly out. They're trying to make their way into that triangle, and the scan is going to find out Raven. So the zip is there. Vortex is not out yet. Moon, he does find 3 targets, and now the Ravage. It connects on 4 heroes again. Roger just on target, on point. They've already taken down 3 heroes for Fnatic, so Fnatic is still going to try and fight. They'll get Roger down. Raven, though, is going to TP out with that BKB timing. And Armel now, he needs his own exit strategy. But what is it going to be? Well, it's just... He's inside. Fnatic looking for that jewel. They'll break the Lincolns, but they don't get the jewel off. So mid one, he'll turn right back around, trying to force this fight. Here comes Moon. Another great Vortex. He's already got Januel. Still Raven. Gonna turn back around now with the boat, keeping this fight going. But Arfu's there with the Soulbind, and now the double roars out. Raging Potato locking both of them down. Nothing to protect. Even the dive bomb to follow up as they've got Jabs gone. Raven, only that BKB's keeping him alive right now. He'll keep trying to fight this one out with Raging Potato, but he can't handle the damage output. Not from mid one and Moon. He gets Arfu down to boot. It's just a complete mess here as the Ravage comes out from Roger. I believe
they just need to run down the lane, group up together, and look for that push. But Fnatic aren't going to make that easy, although Raven.
Yeah, Moon again setting up for his team. Finds a great target in the form of Raven, and that's going to be another one for the CEO as he looks for more and he finds more. He's got DJ on that hoodwink. The scurry away only going to delay things as Moon picks up his 25th kill of the game.
So, gonna have to hold on. Buybacks out for that tier 4 defense here.
How do you hold back though? Look at this. Look at mid one. Look at the damage output. They zip in. Moon's there with the Vortex now. They're trying to duel him up and hold him down, but the damage is just way too high. Moon's going to walk out scot-free with the Aegis up. Or maybe not. He does die, but he can buy back as mid one. Bouncer diving in. He's had enough of this game. He wants the GG call, and he's going to get it. In fact, they want the Rampage. They are not going to be able to secure it as Moon is looking around for DJ. But what a game one it was, and Team SMG against the odds do manage to take it.
Yeah, they play aggressively. They managed to get their lanes up and running. I think for Fnatic, big issue there was that you were forced to run around with Armel early on because SMG was finding a little bit more in the laning phase. And we saw that lack of stack buildup out from Fnatic. They didn't manage to build up for Armel to farm even faster. Armel was forced to show up a lot earlier than possible. So SMG had this room to really grow big on the Storm. And yeah, it's a slow build-up for a Storm, right? We saw like Kaya Sanj. We had to see the BKB coming through. But once you were up and running on that Storm, it just became really hard because your single target control was under pressure to initiate for you. Yep. Right? They wanted to initiate with a duel, wanted to initiate with a grip, which means that the Storm has so much room to just jump in afterwards. And even if you had those 2 control pieces,